What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Season 9 of my NHL 23 Saskatoon Caribou Expansion Mode Series. As always, guys, wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. It means a lot. As you guys can see here, the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup last year. We actually lost to them in the Western Conference Final, so our team keeps getting so close, but yet we're still so far away. As you can see, after beating us in 7, they went on to beat the Hurricanes in 7. So we made the conference final back-to-back years. I feel like this team is due. We got 2 more years to try and win a Stanley Cup. Really hoping we can do it in one of these seasons. Colangelo there went off in the playoffs, 23 points, 18 games with 15 goals. Thing is, we're probably going to lose him. We're pretty tight up against the cap. You guys can see we got $3 million there in space. Now there is extra space. Colangelo wants a raise, currently making $4 million. He wants 9.2. He was asking for like 14 million beginning of the season, so that's why it sometimes pays to wait. Other than him as well, you got Kurtz there. He was making 5.5. He wants 8, so we can afford the Kurtz raise, but I think Colangelo is just going to be gone. Luckily, look at this guy, Gavin. 89 overall, only making 1.1 million. Jumped a ton in rating after what should have been a Calder-winning season. Only 13 minutes of ice time a game as well. I feel like he can easily slot in at 2C. I mean, look at his stats. 99 passing, puck control, 99 discipline, 99 slap shot, wrist shot power, durability, 98 acceleration. This guy's going to be a beast for us. As well, too, I was looking at the players. Check this guy out. Crawford jumped from medium elite to low franchise. I don't think I've ever seen that. Usually it's like a high elite to a low franchise. That is pretty insane, so I'm going to see if we can get him a bit more ice time, obviously, on the PK. I'm not sure he can make the second line, but still a lot of good things for this team. I mean, you got Burke here and Steves, both medium elite players, so a lot of young talent ready to kind of, make this push for the Stanley Cup. The first thing we got to do here, guys, is get to the draft. Obviously, we're just going to try and make the best picks we can. I doubt any of the players we take are actually going to ever make this team with only, 2 seasons left to go here. Now, look at the draft class. Top 5 look to be all the medium elites. Taking a look at gems, you got Kim, you got Richmond. Medium top 6, who could go early second, is actually pretty solid. Guaranteed players here. No medium elites, unfortunately, this season again. We do have a guaranteed medium top 6, then go in the 3rd round, though. That's pretty nice. Also, guaranteed low top 6 in Eklund, 243. That's going to be a steal. And a guaranteed medium top 4, that's going to go in, like, the 4th round as well. Okay, so Scouts, they did something this year, that's for sure. All right, guys, so like I was saying, Colangelo's not going to sign with us. Going to try and get a 4th round pick for his signing rights from Detroit. They say yes, obviously want him out of the conference in the East. Just makes the most sense. So we're going to sim now to our pick, 31, end of the 1st round. Here we'll take a look at the top of the draft. 82 overall, medium elite, 1st overall. As we expected, yeah, 5 medium elites. Although 74, 72 is actually pretty low for the top 5. Did any medium elites drop a bit later in the 1st round? I'm not seeing any. So hopefully I can make, a good pick here. I'm probably just going to take the guy that's going to go medium top 6. There's actually a couple here. Downey and Richmond. Richmond there is a gem. Scouts rank him 37. I don't know if it's worth, dropping back and someone stealing him from us. So I'll take Richmond there. 64 overall, medium top 6. Not too bad. Our next pick here, guys, is the end of the 2nd round. You got Cairns, could be medium elite. Same with Latipov. This guy's probably low elite. Latipov, NHL HTA is guaranteed 5 years. Cairns there, probably 3 years. Okay, come on, Miles. Let's go. Goalie, 64 overall, medium elite. I actually somehow missed the position, but that is a great pick, end of the 2nd round. I mean, I actually have back-to-back picks here in the 3rd. Hopefully can hit. That guy should be low elites there. There's guaranteed medium top 6s here. We'll take him first. Hivinen, 64 overall, not bad. And I guess with this next one, could take a chance on Doherty. I don't know how to say his name, honestly. 60 overall, low top 4. Could be better, but also could be worse. And Hivinen here has actually got a really nice shot for his rating. 64 overall, but that's a great shot. And we actually have another 3rd round pick here, guys. Again, if you remember last episode, I showed you just how many picks we have in this draft. Could take a chance on Nordstrom. I doubt he's medium elite, but you never know. Medium top 9, okay. I feel like that's our first, real miss of this draft. A 4th 3rd round pick. Oh my goodness, I thought we had 3, but that is insane. Just going to go kind of sorting by ranking. We could take the guaranteed medium top 4. Could take a chance on a guy who could be medium elite. NHL HTA 4 years. NHL HTA 4. They probably aren't. Let's take the guaranteed medium top 4 defenseman first. Only 50 overall, but still not too bad. On the 4th round, again, we have back-to-back picks. Let's see. Right there could be medium elite from Barrie. Only medium top 6 defenseman there. Next up, you got Sorokin. Potentially a low top 6 forward. Or we go Parise. Potentially medium elite defenseman. I feel like we might as well just take a chance on Parise. From the Q, 58 overall, also medium top 6. And now we have another 4th round pick here, guys. Again, honestly, Olczyk, probably medium top 6. This is a good pick, I think, at this spot. Medium top 9, that sucks. A good chance there. Again, I think we have 4/4, maybe 5/4 actually, after trading Colangelo. Nabokov's supposed to be a low top 6. He's a low top 9 in terms of trade, as they're going to be unsigned, which makes them really easy to move around. Let's look at the pins, who we got left. Okay, I guess the next one to go would be Jameson Ollie. Take a chance on him here. And he's a 53 overall medium top 9. I mean, end of the 4th round. It's not the worst pick ever. We actually did have a 5th round pick in the 6th. Camper here, supposed to be low elite. And he is low elite. Okay, 53 overall grinder. I'll take that. Got another 6th round pick here, guys. 2 guys left. Eklund, guaranteed low top 6. And then Herbert in there, super low ranked, but supposed to be low top 6. So Eklund, 51 overall, grinder, low top 6. Honestly, these grinders in the late round, I think, are pretty good value. And so our last pick here, guys, is actually the 3rd last pick in the draft, as I mentioned. We're going to take a chance on Herbert. And he's a low top 9. All right, honestly, oh, wow, 4 there, low elite. At the end of the draft, that's a really solid pick. Tampa Bay, too? What the heck? Toronto? Where are they getting all these low elite? Alright guys, but that is it for the draft. And I mean, yeah, look at all the picks we made. It's like a rebuilding team, not a competing team. But we just had so many stacked up, from like trading guys away who we couldn't fit in the cap, trading even prospects we didn't like. We were just stocking up. And so we're out the re-sign phase here, guys. As you can see at the bottom there, we got $16.5 million in cap space, but obviously some pretty key players to re-sign. Luckily, all our best players are under contract. Like, look at that. Bedard, Kaprizov, Ekblad. Gonchar's now at 90. Chikrin, Gavin, I already mentioned. I love that contract. People say, too, if you sign a guy, like, long-term on a cheap deal, he doesn't grow. I mean, Gavin's now at 89. I guess 3 years isn't really a super long-term deal. Maybe that's a, sweet spot there. It's got to be under 5 or something. But I'm just showing you guys it can be done. Nylander, Kamel, Cottonen, Howard there. Like, that's crazy. So, Kurtz, RFA, obviously we qualify. Asking price, $775. We only need him for 2 more years. So, I mean, it could be a little bit cheesy, but whatever. We're going to sign him for our entire GM tenure. The next guy taking over can worry about the next contract. If we can get him for, say, like $675, that's a really good price on him. And then we still have about $10 million to work with. Suter's 83. He wants a real contract now. Should be able to find somebody like him who just, wants a value deal. Hartman wants 1.5. Going to let him go. Steve's there, medium elite. Obviously, we qualify. Who is it? Koivu in there. 81 overall, UFA, 800K. I mean, yeah, even if he's not on the NHL team, he just helps out the AHL. Steve's $2 million. We could probably wait on that. Stillman there was 27, done growing. Lorenz has a year left, 800K. I mean, yeah, what the heck, we'll do it. Kulich there, 26, now it's 78. I think I let him go. Honestly, we probably need a couple AHL centers. I noticed we have no center depth. Tyrone I'll keep, obviously. And now looking at goalies here, guys, we definitely have a big decision to make. Bednar, I think I can let go. Ratzlaff could be the AHL starter, and then I guess Papineau could be his backup, 22.71. He wants 1.2 million for some weird reason, so we'll just qualify for now. Luckily, we got a couple, medium league goalies there waiting to go. Now Kolosov here, our starter. He won the Vezina a couple years ago. He wants 6x6. It's a lot of money. Komiso here, 84 overall, making $1 million for the next 2 years. I feel like he's good enough. 0.92, 2.58. He's got 84 poise. He's got a good glove hand. I think we can run with this guy and save some money. Kolosov, I saw at the draft, had literally no value. Maybe could have gotten a 7th. It was just worth, trying to sign him. I think I let him go. Maybe we could, sign him as a free agent, but there also could be a better goalie available, similar goalie for a cheaper price. So, yeah, really it's just Kurtz, and then we got some money to work with. And there we go. Kurtz did say yes. So, yeah, $10.6 million, and we can spend it on, whatever we want. I didn't actually realize we're going to have that much cap space, so we actually could have signed Colangelo. He wanted $9 million, I think. But, there could be a better player in free agency still. And, what's crazy is we are still ready to go next year with $10 million in cap space. Look at that. That's the defense. Muse and Lennon should just be getting better. Same with Cottonen, same with Gonchar. And in terms of the forward group, this is the top 6. Howard and above. Probably Kurt's honestly going to be in it. I'm thinking Kamel maybe's on the 3rd line, playing with, Crawford. And then I guess Burke here, medium elite center. You got Steves on the 4th line, Koivunen, and then I don't know who. We are set. So like I was saying, guys, we had a pretty easy re-sign phase there after Kurtz. It was basically just AHL players. Heading into free agency now, let's see. 92 overall, Cottonen there. Jack Hughes available. I mean, we could trade away a guy and try and make a splash here on, say, a Jack Hughes player. Sikorsky is an RFA, okay. Let's see. You got Logan Cooley there as well, UFA. Wants 13 million. Tage Thompson's up to a 90. He wants 12. I don't think we've actually ever seen him grow that much. 42 goals, 29 assists. I mean, with how he's playing this season, I don't doubt he could get there. Matty Benier is also a 90. He only wants 8-8. 21 goals, 42 assists, 5-star defense. I mean, wow, 5-star physical. We could use a PK guy. he honestly might fit the team better. Just have like a super third line center. Have like Kamel on the right wing. And then the other guy whose name I'm forgetting on the left wing who's low franchise. That would be kind of nasty. I'm kind of honestly liking that idea. Fourth line, just fill out with some cheap players because, yeah, let's honestly do that. I'm like talking myself into it. Beniers, 4 years. We only need him for 2. I mean, we'll give him what he wants. We'll give him 9.25. About an extra $500,000. Hopefully that's enough. Usually, too, like they want the years they're asking for. If you change it, you got to really overpay. Otherwise, you know, they go with the person they want. So let's see. I mean, I don't really see any steals here. We'll probably have to wait a couple weeks. Then you can go into like the 2-ways, find 82 overalls and stuff like that. Because we could use at least one fourth line forward, I think, still. After that, though, like I said, like the team is set. I think Matty Beniers honestly might be the perfect piece for us. And now, even though we didn't get the Jack Hughes, I could sign the other Jack Hughes, 2681 playmaker. Really good, honestly, playmaking stats. He could just be like an AHL All-Star. Let's do that for fun. And I'm looking at 2-way players here, guys, with good potential. You got Demore, 2052 low elite. Sometimes low elites will randomly, literally grow 15 overall one season, so it's worth trying. Oliver, 2576 low elite defenseman. I mean, he could definitely, you know, be an AHL starting defenseman for us. And then Hagos here, 2579, 2023 second round pick. He's a former player of ours. Grinder. Honestly, he could be the fourth line player for us. Let's bring him back. You know, come full circle here. And if he's actually, you know, even only a 79, maybe an 80 ideally, we might just already be ready for next season. Lesternin in here, 82 overall, wants $1 million. Defensive stats really, though, aren't the best. Even physical are kind of on the low end for what I'd like from a fourth liner. Also, too, guys, I totally forgot we got to check goalies here. Obviously, could use an NHL backup or even a starter, depending what's out there. Carter Hart, 86, wants $5 million. I mean, Hunter Jones, 83 overall for $800K. I think he would be a great backup at that price. Nelojevic, also 83 overall, wants $1 million. Jones is younger, though. Jones is so much cheaper. I don't know why. Like, sometimes they only ask for so little. I'm trying to see Kolosov. Yeah, 86, wants 6.2. I think Matty Beniers would be more of an impact, especially since we have Comesso making 400K. Look at that. 2 years, 900K for Hunter Jones. We can check 2-way goalies here as well for the AHL. Morozov, 2166. I already have like a medium starter. I think we just kind of get like 2 filled up at that point. So yeah, we can pass on the rest of the goalies. And now next year, guys, I want to make sure we have enough contract spots for everyone. So trading away a few guys here. Koliakovo, 2172 medium top 9. He's okay, nothing special. Doyle, 2372 low top 9. Hancock there is currently qualified but not signed. Only a 70 at 23, even though he's got medium top 4, isn't the best. So he's actually got some value still. Trying to get a 3rd and a 6th from Carolina. The second looked to be too much value. 3rd and a 6th goes through though. So I mean, obviously that's a good return. Already starting to stock up on picks for our last draft here too. Alright guys, so this is Demore prospect accepted our offer. I think he was the low elite because he's going back to Halifax there. The other Jack Hughes said yes. Hunter Jones said yes. We have our backup goalie. Again, 800K compared to 6 million. I think it's the right move. Oliver said yes. Still waiting to hear back from Beniers. Hagos, a former player of ours, potentially 4th line this year. Come on, Beniers. Hopefully he says yes. Tidjiginla there. I'm not going to decline that. I'm hoping he can turn to a player. And there we go. Matty Beniers accepts the offer. We're on the end of July here, guys. So I was looking for some steals, and I found this Cernic dude. 2582 medium top 6. UFA, 2-way forward. Could be a 4th liner for us next year. A60 awareness and stick check. Physical stats could be better. Good passing, though. 2-way forward. At that price, you can't really go wrong. Okay, 2 years is not going to work. We'll do 1 year, 950K. I also want to show you guys this player here. I thought his name was pretty funny. Will Smith, 82 overall, medium top 6. I feel like the aggressiveness stat should probably be 99 there, but other than that, pretty cool player. And there we go, guys. That Cernic dude accepted. And this is good news, guys. Steve's accepted his qualifying offer. It should be like $1 million or so. He's the medium elite that's going to be on the 4th line. That's awesome. So we're now in September, guys, and I feel like we don't really have the greatest 4th line center. Now, there's this Kilpinen guy here. 26 years old, 80 overall, medium top 9, but he's just like a super solid 4th liner. Like, look at his defensive stats. 88 shot block stick check, 84 face-off. He's got decent physical, decent hands, 85 poise. Drafted by the Red Wings there. I feel like we could probably get him. League minimum. Maybe a 2-year deal, honestly. Have him as our 4th line center for the next 2 seasons, and should be decent enough. Alright, guys, next year I'm trying to make a massive trade to Dallas Stars. Basically, Burke here is a very good young player. 20 years old, 83 overall. If you guys forget, he's 20 AHL the last couple seasons. 86 points his rookie year. 89 points last year. And I feel like he's way too good to be on the 4th line, which is where he currently is in the depth chart. Like, everyone above him, I think, at least, you know, an 86 or higher, maybe 87 or higher. So there's really no spot for him. If we can combine him with Nylander, who's an 88, he's gone down a bit in rating. 34 years old, so he's also aging a bit. For a superstar like Jason Robertson, 93 overall, Play him on the top line with Bedard and Kaprizov. I feel like this trade makes a ton of sense. The value is pretty close. We'll see what Dallas says. Trade rejected. Woefully insufficient. I mean, we could try adding like one of our 2 medium league goalies. They do want one of them. I'd say Osborne there is the worst of the 2. Trade still rejected. So let me see if we can make this kind of trade. I feel like it makes sense for our team with where we're at. And again, having that extra player, might as well try and make like the absolute best first line in hockey. Now look at this, guys. I just saw on the Avalanche, Nathan MacKinnon here, 93 overall, but doesn't have a ton of value because he is 35 years old, making 12.6 this year, extended for the next 2 years at 2.4. So we'd actually be saving a bit of money after this season when obviously we'll need more money. Getting Nathan MacKinnon here on the first line, Bedard and Kaprizov would be insane. Let's see what the Avalanche say to this. Trades rejected. Value on the table's too far off. I mean, look at the value, though. Like, it is double on our side. It does suck for making this trade with someone in our division, but I feel like it's worth it to get Nathan MacKinnon, even though, obviously, he's 35. Only need him for 2 more years. Let's see. Do they like the medium league goalie? They do. Try adding him onto this trade as well. Trade still rejected. Sweeten the value just a touch. We're getting Nathan MacKinnon. Let's go. I tried a 6th round pick. It didn't work, so let's try adding a 5th round draft pick here. And there you go. Okay, so obviously that is a massive deal. But like I mentioned, it just didn't make sense to have Burke rotting the AHL or barely playing on the 4th line. Now we get Nathan MacKinnon on this team. Are you kidding me? I'm curious, how did he do last year? 86 points, 82 games, plus 21. I mean, come on. Playing with Bedard and Kaprizov. I'm assuming he's going to go off. Also, too, guys, this Kilpinen guy who I signed to be our 4th line center accepted. We'll see whether or not he does make the team. All right, guys, I'm next trying to get traded to New Jersey to get their 2nd round pick that's on the block. I'm offering up Koivunen here, who might have been an AHL 4th liner for us, didn't make the team. Honestly, he's kind of like on the outs with the AHL team. I don't really know where to put him. Ty Nelson here as well for AHL defense. He's only got 1 year left. There's other guys who rather get the ice time too. If we get a 2nd round pick for these guys, that's insane. Okay, trades rejected. I mean, if value is close though, if we throw in like a 6 and a 7. There we go. Wow. And as I mentioned before, guys, we could really use an AHL center. I see this Green prospect. 26 years old, 80 overall, high top 9. Gonna make him an offer here. We'll just do 1 year, 800K. I'll show you guys here. 94 passing and puck control. An okay shot. Like, he should do fine in the AHL. Alright, guys, so I got the line set for this season now. I really think we should be a contender again this year. We made the right moves. Everything's kind of fallen into place. So that first line there, come on. Kaprizov, Bedard, Nathan MacKinnon. Are you kidding me? Of course they get the +5. They better go off playing together. Second line there, you got Gavin, again, now an 89 overall, making 1.1 million with basically perfect puck skills and a perfect shot. Like, he's hopefully going to be in beast this year. He's playing with Beniers in the middle, who's just kind of like an all-around center. Kurtz here has an awesome shot as well. Not as good puck skills, but he's got the melee potential. He's been on the 3rd line forever. I'm giving him a shot there on the 2nd line. You can see there actually, he's already got 12 points in 6 preseason games. 3rd line there's Kamel, Crawford, and Howard. They're also getting a +3. We could have +5 on the 2nd line, but again, I want to give Kurtz a shot. 4th line there, you got Chernik, Steves, and Hagos. Hagos here's a grinder. He's got the right stats where we need them for a 4th line, so even though he's a 79, he should do solid. Defensively here, no change to the top 4. Gonchar, Ekblad, Cotton, and Chikrin. Bottom pair there as well as the same, Lettinen and Muse. Goaltending wise, so Jones, or actually it's Komisov there starting, 84 overall, Jones backing him up. Again, this goalie duo, for how cheap they are, like they're pretty solid. 900K, 1 million respectively, like doesn't get much cheaper than that. In terms of the power play, that first one there, are you kidding me? It's going to go off. Even power play 2 here, like is so good. I feel like every time we're on the special team, we're dangerous. Both foremans, you can see, get +5. PK-wise as well, this first unit, Crawford and Beniers are just so good. Like, both there have 5-star defense, have some really good defense behind them. Should be able to shut down other teams' power plays. Bedard there on the 2nd unit with Steves. Even the 3rd unit there, Howard Hagos is not bad. 3-man PK, 1's +5, same with number 2. The 3rd one there is a -3, but that's why I just got Bedard out there to make up for it. Now, in terms of the AHL team, guys, they should also be good this year. I forgot to mention, actually, that they won the Calder Cup last year, so they're looking to repeat here, defend their title. You got Ortillo there on the 1st line with Hughes and Makita. You got Iginla with Green and Lorenz. Green we just signed, of course. I mean, even the 3rd line, you got Kilpinen who's an 80. You have Tyrone, the captain. I mean, this AHL team forward group looks solid. Defensively, Donovan Stevenson, both 79s. Oliver Walsh, Nordberg, McKay, like that defense is solid. No minuses this year. Ratzlaff starting, Papineau backing him up. Like, again, the AHL team should have a solid season. Also, guys, we're trading away Nylander. We had to name a new alternate captain, so I decided to give it to MacKinnon. I know he's fresh on the team, but I feel like, you know, He's got that pedigree where he just immediately gets a letter. And as you guys can see here, we're currently 6-0 in the preseason. I mentioned before, Kurt's there, averaging 2 points a game right now, which is awesome. I would love for him to keep that up. I know it's not going to happen, but it looks like he's probably deserving of that top 6 role. Now, this year, again, we have 100 offense and 100 defense. I know last year, I think it was like 98 defense, so that's good to see. 84 goaltending, but that should be okay. Hopefully this is our year. Alright guys, throughout the Christmas break here with a very good record. 28-9-1, 57 points so far on the year. Currently has us first in the NHL. AHL-wise there, they're 22-14-2, 46 points. Third place there in their division. Now we got Lorenz there leading the AHL team in scoring at 31-38. NHL-wise, oh my god. The MacKinnon trade was a good trade. He's got 60 points right now in 38 games. He's on pace to have the best season a player for us has ever had. And look at this, guys. We're at the trade deadline now with almost 50 wins. This is incredible. 1 win shy there, 50 at the deadline. Like, come on. 99 points. We're also 1 shy of 100. Just an unreal year so far. AHL here, they're 40-20-2. Really good year, but they got the Monsters in front with 84 points. Our AHL division just always seems to have the best teams, it seems. Actually, never mind, take that back. The Gulls 94, the Wild 96. Those teams are incredible. So, in terms of the AHL, Kilpinen now leading score 56 and 62. Come on. Wow, okay, Bedard's our leading scorer now with 89 and 63. But yeah, that first line is definitely benefiting from having Nathan MacKinnon on it. I mean, again, at the trade deadline here, obviously we're a buyer. We could look to make a splash, but the team's playing quite well. Jordan Kyrou there's on the block, Brady Tkachuk, Ponmerev, Niemela, Norris, Strome, Peterka, Vinny, their old goalie, Demko, Kostitsyn. I was actually looking at potentially making a trade for Norris during the summer, even maybe Brady Tkachuk, but just didn't seem to make much sense to me. I feel like the MacKinnon trade, I'm definitely liking that decision. Now, I do want to take a look at our goalie stats. I always like to see how they're doing here when we're at the deadline. Do we need to upgrade? Comiso, for $1 million. Oh, getting a trade offer. I believe that's Tyler Bertuzzi there with Rinzel for McKay, a second medium started goalie. I mean, Bertuzzi could play 4th line for us. Let's see, 36 years old, 82 overall, 19 points. He's got decent D awareness there. I don't know. The thing is, like, we're giving up. McKay's actually not that great. Shovel Dave's also really not that great. You know, I think I'm going to pass, though, just because I have people, like, similar rated to Bertuzzi in the AHL who didn't make the 4th line due to chemistry reasons or whatever. And like I was trying to say, guys, look at Comiso's stats here. 914 save percentage, 2.61 goals against for a guy making $1 million. That is incredible. Hunter Jones, also very, very good stats there for a guy making league min, basically. Alright, guys, this is kind of funny. Right now, I'm actually trying to trade for Will Smith, who's on the Flyers. They never got him signed to a contract. I feel like next year it could be a 4th liner for us. Obviously, cannot play this season. 88 D awareness there. Not that fast, but good physical. Really good passing, like for, you know, a player his rating. Good offensive and defensive awareness. I mean, yeah, I feel like we can get him for cheap, which we kind of are right now. I'm offering up Camper. 20 years old, still only 56 overall, low lead potential. He's a grinder. He's somehow got more value than Smith. So we're also getting a 4th back. Like, this is a crazy good trade for us. Flyers say yes, yeah. So, I mean, I think no matter what, I got to have Will Smith on the 4th line next year just for, like, the jokes. Alright, guys, so the trade deadline's now over. We just made the 1 trade. I felt like the team was, you know, playing the best I think it's ever had, so didn't want to mess with that. Let's see some trades that went down here. Alex Vlasic to the Kraken. You got Janssen there to the Rangers. Liljegren to the Canadiens. Bjorkstrand there to the Red Wings. Tarasenko to the Flyers. He's pretty low rated at this point, though. Formanton there to the Penguins. Kapanen to the Flames. Thatcher Demko to the Kraken. That's a pretty big goalie trade. Jared McCann returns to the Canucks with Cal Foote. Our trade, of course, for Will Smith. Let's see. Foodie there to the Panthers. Slavin to the LA Kings. That's a pretty big one as well. Konechny there to the Islanders. Frank Nazar to the Montreal Canadiens. In exchange for Caden Glue there in a second going to Islanders. Interesting. You got Zach Dean there to the Hurricanes. Hronik to the Boston Bruins. Nolan Allen there to the Hurricanes. And that's it. So, I mean, nothing too crazy, I'd say. Elias Anderson here. Let's see. 79 overall. Defensive awareness there's only 81. Physical's okay. But honestly, I'll probably just decline. Don't really think we need him. So, hopefully this team keeps it up. They're playing great. Alright, guys, we're now at the end of the season here with a record of 58-23-1. I thought for sure we were going to get 60 wins, but after the deadline, we actually had a 500 record. Pretty sure we went 9-9. Still, though, awesome year, obviously. 117 points. Looks to have won the President's Trophy again, so that's awesome. AHL team there, 52-26-4, second in their division. They're back in the playoffs. There we go. Lorenz, 71 points in 82 games. Not bad at all. Nathan MacKinnon, 109. You love seeing that from the guy you traded a bunch for, obviously. If he didn't turn out for us, that would have been a bad trade. But Dard, 1 less point there with 108. So, what a duo. Kaprizov, 86. It's crazy to me he's like 20 points behind them when playing on the same line, same power play lines, everything. Gavin there, 74 points. Again, 1.1 million. That's got to be the best contract in the league right now. Kurtz there at 68, 40 goals, so definitely worth putting him on the second line. Benier, 66, not bad for a two-way guy. Kamel, 54. Howard, 53. Ekblad, 51. So we got 9 guys there with 100-plus points. Gaunter even putting up 43 is honestly pretty solid. Same with Chikrin's production there. So, yeah, overall, very, very happy with how the team performed this year. Comesso here, 908, 2.81. I would have liked it to be a bit better. It was a bit better at the deadline, so I mean the team faltered in front of him. I guess not completely his fault. Hunter Jones there as a backup. 13-3 record with a 916, 2.45. Such a good stat line. Ratzlav there in the AHL, not terrible. Papineau, a little bit terrible, honestly, the below 900 save percentage, but oh well. Some high Lorenz here. You got Kilpinen with 70. Green, Jack Hughes there at 53. Butsayev, Minica, Aginla. So we had 7 guys 50 plus. Ronning there was just 1 shy. And now look at the entire league here, guys. Panarin leads the league in points, 122. Marner's second. Matthews is third. I mean, come on. That Leafs first line, even though they're all in their 30s now, Panarin's pushing 40. They're still just dominating the league. MacKinnon, though, and Bedard were 4 and 5, so they round out the top 5. They're not bad. This Banaka and Predators 106, McDavid 103, Kuznetsov there with 98 with the Penguins, Coasty 97. Goal-wise, Matthews 64. Yeah, you're not catching that. Defensive scoring, Fox 83. I don't think anyone on our team was on that first page. Taking a look at the goalie stats here, Comesso had the most wins in the league. I mean, yeah, not bad for a goalie getting paid $1 million. In terms of the save percentage, Hofer there, .922. And then goals against here for a starter. Hunter Jones actually for all goals, which is kind of crazy, but goals against always goes to Hofer. So he probably wins the Vezina. I mean, I don't know, 29 wins, will it be enough? If not, maybe a guy like Ottinger gets it. A little bit more wins there, but with similar save percentage goals against. And then in terms of rookie skaters, look at that. Are you kidding me? Sean Burke, who we traded for MacKinnon, puts up 69 points, leading all rookies. He's definitely winning the Calder. So even though he's on our team, we can at least say, we drafted a Calder winner there. 43 goals. Looks like he was playing in that top 6. I mean, we knew he was going to be a good player, like 100%. Again, though, I think with how good McKinnon's played, how much better he made Bedard play, I would do that trade over. I'm also curious to see, though, how did Nylander play on the Avalanche? 79 points. So, yeah, again, we had an extra guy. I think the trade made was perfect for our situation. Now, look at the entire league here. Again, President's Trophy, 7 more points there than the Leafs. You had 17 with 100+. Let's see, Philly gets in kind of late there. And Detroit at 21 gets in with 83 points. Bit of a joke, honestly, even though they're my team. Chicago finishes last in the NHL. Goals for, the Maple Leafs were first. We were second there. Sharks were third and missed. Goals against, LA Kings had the best, tied with us. And for whatever reason, it always gives the tiebreaker to the LA Kings. In real life, we would share the William Jennings trophy, so that's pretty cool. Like, Comiso would get something, but in this game, LA's ranked above us there for whatever, tiebreaker the game does. That's not true to real life, so unfortunately, we get screwed there of an award. Look at this, guys. First round, the Vancouver Canucks. Connor Bedard gets to play his favorite team. Let's see what they got. Miller, Peterson, Korolev, Lekermaki's 89 now, Cousins, McCann, of course, we saw that trade they made. Demko's on the team, so I think that's a good thing for us. Hartman, their third-line center, was on our team last year. Pinto, Jarventi, Barlow, Balsers. Defensively here, they still have Hughes, Wu, Kiva Harju's on 91, playing with Smith there, Lindgren, Kuhlman. That defense is solid. Goalies, they got Olsen, 85 overall, medium elite. I mean, he's not bad. .75 save percentage, 8.61 goals against in his one playoff game, though. This year in the regular season, not too bad either, but looks like he was the backup to Demko before they traded him away. So I like our odds here in the first round of the playoffs, but obviously we know from past experience, literally anything can happen. So first 2 games here, guys, of course, in Saskatoon, 4-2 loss and a 3-2 loss. I accidentally sent 3 games. Luckily, we go to Vancouver, get a 5-4 OT win. Can we tie it up? We do. 6-5 OT win. We are scratching and clawing for these wins, both in OT. Head home for another win. Okay, keep the momentum going. Game 7 here. Come on. How good this team played. We cannot be a first-round exit. We're down 1 early. Korolev for the Canucks. Are you kidding me? Here we go, third period. And that is all she wrote. 39 shots to 27. Wow. You can't buy a single goal. That is unbelievable. So just like the Montreal series, it's going to come down to the 10th and final season. We got to hope we can win that Stanley Cup. If not, I'm going to be so upset. AHL team, they actually have 1 more game here to win the first round. And they're also a first round exit. Come on. And the playoffs are now complete, guys. The Anaheim Ducks actually went on to win the Stanley Cup. Calder Cup champions there, Cleveland Monsters. I'm still a bit rattled, honestly. Both teams first round exits with how stacked they were, how good they played in the regular season. Wow. Arizona jumps from 10-2 with the New Jersey pick. That is pretty crazy. I really love for this game to add like lottery protection when you trade away first round picks, but It's probably still, 5 years away or something. So quickly here, how did our team do in the first round? Bedard over a point per game. Gavin was a point per game. MacKinnon had 5. Same with Kurtz. Kaprizov 5. I mean, they're not bad. Comesso is still above 900 save percentage. Over 3 goals against, but really I can't say it's just all on him. In terms of the playoff tree here, the Ducks swept the Oilers, swept the Flames. Oh my gosh. Then the Stars there in 6, and the Leafs in 6. The Leafs almost won another Stanley Cup. Looking at the awards now, Anaheim Ducks, I think, get the first in this sim. You can see there we won our second President's Trophy in 3 years. Unfortunately, it just doesn't mean much. And look at the Clarence Campbell Trophy here. I'm still rattled about 4 years ago. Made it to the Stanley Cup final, lost to New Jersey. I really thought that was our year to win the Cup. Now, do or die in the final season. You can see Panarin there, of course, with the Art Ross. Also won the Hart Trophy. Adam Fox with the James Norris. Marner there, Lady Byng. You got Burke winning the Calder. I can't believe it. The guy we trade wins the Calder. And of course, we got screwed out of the Calder last year. I still don't understand what happened there. Like, the guy was clearly a rookie. Dvorsky, Conn Smythe. Andre there did win the Vezina, okay. Hofer got the William Jennings. Again, I'm not sure how that one works. Jet Wu there, Bill Masterton. Usually a defenseman on a non-playoff team gets it. Flames coach there, Jack Adams. Benak there on the Preds got the Selke. Panarin also got Ted Lindsay. And then Matthews, of course, with the Maurice Richard. HL-wise, Cleveland there wins the Calder Cup. I don't think we'll have any team awards because, yeah, we got like second in the division. Individual awards here. Dume, most points. He also got MVP. Surprised he hasn't made the NHL team yet. Hutchinson, most goals. Rue there, I guess, best rookie. Regula, best defenseman, former Wings prospect. Logan Thompson there, best goalie, now on the Condors. You got Dume also with MVP of the playoffs. He must have just torn it up. Sportsmanship, Sandlot community involvement. Cal Pearson, their lowest goals against. It's kind of funny, actually, because he's now in the AHL. I can't believe one terrible game. They're just like, screw it, we're paying you $5 million, but you're going down to the AHL. Retired players here. Scheifele with the Flames. Kadri with the Rangers. Lindholm, Landeskog, Mark Stone, Victor Hedman, Teravainen, Riley, Horvat, Burakovsky there, Max Domi, Ryan Hartman. So actually, that was his last year. Good thing we didn't bring him back. Arvidsson, Devin Tage retired. He was down the AHL, though, only 71 overall. Athanasiou, Nichushkin. Take a look at goalies here. Jordan Binnington plays a little career with St. Louis. Mers Lincoln's there on Montreal now. Grubauer. So not a bad retirement class. But like I was saying, guys, we got 1 year left. We did it with Montreal. The other bit happening here with Saskatoon, I don't like. I just think for some reason, like, this game, I don't know, like, what are you supposed to do to win the Stanley Cup? Again, you look at that roster, like, come on. Obviously, some would say it's the goaltending, but I showed you guys in the goalie stats, like, Comesso actually had some of the better goalie stats. We were tied for the lowest goals against in the league, so clearly it's on the goalies. We had 2 of the top scorers in the league. We have so much depth. It just comes down to luck or jinx, curse, something, but maybe in the year 10, that's our year. We won it last time with Montreal. Maybe we can do it again here with Saskatoon. But that's going to do it, guys, for this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.